stand in my way!
Sweet slumber!
Doubt will consume you.
Eternal flame! You can't catch me!
Do not stand in my way!
Sweet slumber!
Doubt will consume you. We must...
You can't catch me!
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume you.
Eternal flame! You can't catch me!
Do not stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber!
consume you.
Eternal flame! You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my way!
Sweet slumber!
Doubt will consume you.
Eternal flame! You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber!
consume you.
Eternal flame! You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand
Sweet
in my
slumber!
way!
You can't catch me!
Do not stand
Sweet
in my
slumber!
way!
Doubt will consume you.
Eternal flame! You can't catch me!
Do not stand
Sweet
in my
slumber!
way!
Doubt will consume you.
Eternal flame! You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber!
consume you.
You can't catch me!
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume
Sweet
you.
slumber!
Eternal flame! You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber!
consume you.
Eternal flame! You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber!
consume you.
You can't catch me!
Do not stand
Sweet
in my
slumber!
way!
Doubt will consume you.
You can't catch me!
Do not stand
Sweet
in my
Doubt will
way!
consume you.
Can't catch me!
Do not stand
Sweet
in
Doubt
my
will
way!
consume you.
Eternal flame!
This is out!
You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my way!
Doubt will consume you.
You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my way!
Doubt will consume you.
You
Do
can't
not stand in my way!
Sweet slumber!
Doubt will consume you.
You
Do
can't
not stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber!
consume you.
You can't catch me!
Do not stand
Sweet
in my
Doubt will
way!
consume you.
Can't catch me!
Do not stand
Sweet
in
Doubt
my
will
way!
consume you.
You can't catch me!
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume
Sweet
you.
slumber!
Eternal flame! You can't catch me!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume me.
Eternal
Do
flame!
not stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume
Do
me.
not stand in my way!
Can't catch me!
Do not stand
Sweet
in my
Doubt
way!
will consume me.
Can't catch me! Eternal flame!
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
me.
Can't catch
Sweet
me!
slumber.
Doubt will consume me.
You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand
Sweet
in my
slumber.
way!
Doubt will consume me.
You can't catch
Do
me!
not
Sweet
stand in my
slumber.
way!
Doubt will consume me.
You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand
Sweet
in my way!
slumber.
Doubt will consume me.
Can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my way!
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will
Do
consume
not
me.
stand in my way!
You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my
Doubt will
way!
consume me.
Eternal flame! You can't
Do
catch
not
me!
stand in my
Doubt will
way!
consume me.
Eternal
Do
flame!
not stand
Sweet
in my
Doubt will
way!
consume me. Doubt will consume me.
Sweet slumber.
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
me.
Can't catch me!
Do not
Sweet
stand in my
slumber.
Doubt
way!
will consume me.
You can't catch me!
Doubt will consume me.
Sweet slumber.
Eternal
Do not
flame!
stand in
Doubt
my
will
way!
consume me.
Do not stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume
Stand
me.
in my way!
Doubt will consume me.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume me.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will
Do
consume me.
not stand in my way!
Sweet slumber.
Eternal flame!
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
me.
Can't catch me!
Do not stand in
Sweet
my
Doubt
way!
will consume me.
Eternal flame!
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume me.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume me.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume me.
Sweet slumber.
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
me.
Can't catch me!
Doubt will
Do not
consume me.
stand in my way!
Sweet slumber.
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
me.
Eternal
Doubt
flame!
will consume me.
Do not
Doubt will
stand in
consume
my
me.
way!
Sweet slumber.
Flame!
Do not
Doubt will
stand in
consume
my
me.
way!
Can't catch me!
Sweet slumber.
Eternal flame!
Doubt will consume me.
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume me.
Sweet
Do not
slumber.
stand in my way!
Flame!
Doubt will consume me.
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume
Sweet
me.
slumber.
Eternal flame!
Doubt will consume
Do
me.
not stand in my way!
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume me.
Stand in my
Sweet
way!
slumber.
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
me.
Can't catch me!
Doubt will consume me.
Sweet slumber.
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
me.
Can't catch me! Eternal flame!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume me.
Stand in my way!
Eternal flame!
Do not stand in my
Doubt
way!
will consume me.
Can't catch
Sweet
me!
Do
slumber.
not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume
Do
me.
not stand in my way!
Doubt will
Do
consume
not
me.
stand in my way!
You can't catch
Sweet
me!
slumber.
Doubt will
Stand in
consume
my
me.
way!
Eternal flame!
Doubt will consume me.
Slumber.
Do not stand
Doubt
in
will
my way!
consume me.
Can't catch me!
Do not stand
Doubt will consume you.
Can't catch me.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume you.
Eternal flame.
Do not stand in my way! I await our next.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
you.
Can't catch me.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
In my way! Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
you.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume you.
Stand in my way! Do not
Doubt will
stand in my
consume
way!
you.
Can't catch me.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume you.
Can't catch me.
Doubt will consume you.
Sweet slumber.
Do not stand in my
Doubt will
way!
consume you.
Do not stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
Do not stand in my way!
Can't catch
Doubt
me.
will
Do
consume
not
you.
stand in my
Sweet
way!
slumber.
Doubt will
Do not
consume you.
stand in my way!
Doubt will consume you.
Sweet slumber.
Do not stand in
Doubt
my
will
way!
consume you.
Can't catch me.
Do not stand
Sweet
in my way!
slumber.
Doubt will consume you. Doubt will consume you.
Stand in my way! Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
you.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
In my way! Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
you.
Can't catch me.
Sweet
Do
slumber.
not stand in my
Doubt
way!
will consume you.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
In my way!
Doubt will consume you.
Stand in my way! Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
you.
Can't catch me.
Sweet slumber.
Do not stand in
Doubt
my
will
way!
consume you.
Can't catch me.
Do not stand in my
Doubt
way!
will consume you.
Sweet slumber.
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume you.
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume you.
In my way! Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
you.
Can't catch me.
Sweet
Do
slumber.
not stand in
Doubt
my
will
way!
consume you.
Do not
Doubt will
stand in
consume
my
you.
way!
Slumber.
Do not stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
Stand in my way! Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
you.
Can't catch me.
Sweet slumber.
Do not stand in
Doubt
my
will
way!
consume you. Doubt will consume you.
Sweet slumber. Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
Stand in my way! Do not
Doubt will
stand in
consume
my
you.
way!
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume you.
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume you.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
Can't catch me.
Doubt will consume you.
Do not stand in my way!
Sweet
Doubt will consume you. Doubt will consume you.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume you.
Do not stand in my way!
Can't catch me.
Doubt will consume you.
Do not stand
Sweet
in my
slumber.
way!
Doubt will consume you.
Can't catch me.
Do not
Doubt
stand
will
in my
consume
way!
you.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume you.
Do not stand in my way!
Doubt will consume you.
Sweet slumber.
Doubt will consume you.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
Stand in my way! Do not
Sweet
stand
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
not stand in
Doubt
my
will
way.
consume you.
Can't catch me.
Sweet
Do not
slumber.
stand in my way.
Assist him on. Reaching the
The light
culmination.
guards my hand. The light guards my hand.
Reaching the culmination. Assist him on.
The light guards my
Reaching
hand.
the culmination. Reaching the culmination.
The light guards my hand.
Reaching the
The light
culmination.
guards my hand.
Reaching the culmination.
The light guards my hand.
Reaching the culmination.
The light guards my
Assist
hand.
him on. Reaching the culmination. Assist him on.
The light guards my hand.
Reaching the culmination.
The light guards my hand.
Assist him on. Reaching the culmination.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume
Do
you.
not stand in my way. Do not stand in my way.
Sweet
Doubt will
slumber.
consume you.
Do not stand in my way.
Doubt will consume
Do
you.
not stand in my
Sweet
way.
slumber.
The flame of victory!